I also don't believe in the statement that once a cheater, always a cheater. Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Shaylin, and in today's video, I'm bringing you babes another episode of Talk It Out Tuesday. Your girl has been slipping on Talk It Out Tuesday, but we're not even gonna get into that. Okay, baby, it's a new month. And your girl's gonna be consistent, period, okay? Now, what I do need y'all to do is, if you're not doing this, follow me on Instagram so that y'all can submit y'all topics, okay? I need more topics. I get a lot of the same topics, so it makes it harder for me to film these videos. So make sure you follow me on the gram. But let's go ahead and, baby, jump straight into it. Also, do not come for me, okay? Because I feel like I look a mess right now. Braids are old. Nails not done. But this is what Vlogtober is doing to your girl, okay, baby? I gotta get this content out, and I don't have time to do my nails, and I don't have time to do my hair. Okay, so y'all get what y'all get. If you drag me, you drag me, but just know I clap back. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the first topic. And y'all know I have my topics on my phone, so don't think I'm being rude and not paying attention to y'all, because I ain't. I'm paying attention to y'all, okay? So let's go ahead and get into the first topic, which is being friends with your friends' enemies. So basically, this question is saying, like, can you be friends with somebody who doesn't like maybe another one of your friends? And I definitely think it depends on the circumstance, right? There are some circumstances where it's like, girl, you're mad at her because she stole your Barbie doll in 8th grade. Like, that has nothing to do with me. Okay, that has nothing to do with me. That to me is like, in the past, maybe a grudge that someone's holding. Girl, I could be friends with her if I want. I think the key to being able to be friends with two people who don't like each other is not discussing either party with each other, right? So not going to this friend, talking about this friend, not going to that friend, talking about this friend. Like, the name shouldn't even be brought up. Point blank, period, okay? Like, that is the simple fix. Like, if you want to be friends with two people who don't like each other, don't talk about them, don't bring them up, and make that very clear. If one of them starts to bring up, hey, we're not going to talk about her, that's my friend, you're my friend, I don't want to hear it. Okay? Because then if you are doing that, it puts you in a position where you feel as though, okay, do I need to tell this friend? Do I need to tell that friend? And that's when it gets messy, okay? You're the messy friend if you're listening to your friend talk about your other friend, period. I don't care what nobody say. If you listen to your friend talk about your other friend, you are a messy friend. Because, baby, let me tell you something right now. Can't nobody talk about my friend. If somebody is my friend, baby, keep it cute or put it on mute, okay? Because I don't have time for people to talk about my friends. My friends are people that I love, that I hold dear and close to me. And just like I would be offended by you coming at me, I'm gonna be offended by you coming at them, right? So that's why I say it's like a thin line. Now, I want to bring up this topic because I saw this in Shade Room maybe a week ago. But it was basically Shade Room, which is messy AF. Like, y'all are dead wrong, okay? Shade Room is dead wrong, which is why I don't follow them. But occasionally I do see people repost them, and it like intrigues me to go on their page. So I saw this post where basically Dream Doll was on Taina's story, and Taina called her twin, basically insinuating that they were friends. Clearly they were in the club, turning up, having a good time. And then the Shade Room post that, Ari, the real Kyle sister, is no longer following Dream Doll. Now, girl, if you don't know what's going on here, so pretty much Ari, her baby daddy's G Herbo. G Herbo is now dating Taina, who he has 2 kids by. He also has a kid by Ari. So it's kind of just a messy situation because Ari, I think, was saying that Taina, like she cheated with G Herbo. I don't know if this is true or not, but basically there's a lot of tension and issues and trauma when it comes to these 2 females, right? And this is an instant where I would say, you should not be friends with your friend's enemies, right? Because if I cherish and love my friend so much, why would I want to be friends with someone who put my friend through one of the hardest times in her life? Like, we all know there's no secret that Ari was going through it. Like, I think she had a certain way of showing her emotions, but you could tell she was going through it. Like, she was traumatized, the whole situation. Like, and it's just like, if Ari was your friend, why are you okay with being friends with someone who made her feel that way? And also, I'm gonna be honest, right? If one of my friends tells me about a girl that their boyfriend cheated on them with, baby, I don't want to be your friend because you can't come around my man, okay? I can't have friends that can't be around my man. Like, if I can't trust you around my man, you're not my friend. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, at that point, I honestly wouldn't want to be friends with someone like that because of the fact, Like, yes, I know something about you that is current that I feel like speaks to your character. And I don't want to be affiliated with that. I saw how you made my friend feel, and like, I don't want to see my friend hurt. I don't like what you put my friend through, so therefore I can't be friends with you. So I do feel as though the situation with Dream Doll is a little messy. I do think she's in the wrong. If I'm being blunt, if I'm being honest, when I saw it, my initial reaction was she's in the wrong. Okay, and like I said, this is because of the history. But I will say this: I have been friends with people who don't like each other, and it's worked out perfectly fine. I am actually friends with someone who is friends with somebody else that I don't particularly care for. Okay. I feel like the key to this is, again, not speaking about the other person. And I'm going to be honest, there's even times where I put my friend in a compromising position. She'll say something that maybe talks about her hanging out with the person, and I'd be like, you still hang out with her? You know what I mean? Just being shady. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that puts them in a weird, weird position. And I'm not perfect, right? If I dislike someone, I feel some type of way about them. There's a reason I dislike you. Now, I'm not a territorial friend. I'm not the friend that's like, hey, if I don't like her, you can't be friends with her. That's never been my personality. I'm a low maintenance friend because I don't need to talk to my friends every day. I'm okay with my friends having other friends. Like, that don't bother me. I've never been that type of friend. And I think maybe that has a lot to do with why I'm okay with, being friends with two people who don't necessarily like each other. But again, for me personally, I base this on why they don't like each other. If I feel like it's something stupid, something petty that y'all just holding a grudge over, girl, bye. But if I feel like it's something that is deep, it's rooted, it hurts you, I saw the pain, I saw what you went through, yeah, I'm not going to do that. Now, if I meet you both at the same time and we just so happen to form friendships at the same time, that is a little bit more of a tricky, sticky situation. But yeah, I hate when girls be like, oh, I don't like her, so you can't like her. Like, girl, this ain't Mean Girls. Like, baby, I'm a grown woman. Ain't nobody gonna tell me who I'm about to be friends with. So that's kind of my thoughts and opinions on being friends with your friends' enemies. But I'm curious to know what y'all think about this down below. Like, are you that girl that's like, if I don't like a bitch, you can't like a bitch? Or are you the type of girl that's like, girl, be friends with who you want. Like, it's cool, it's whatever. Like, just because I got beef with her don't mean you have to. And that's kind of my vibe. So yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the next topic, which is a big one. I'm so happy I got asked this question, and it's basically about having it together in your 20s. I feel as though social media has put this enormous pressure on younger people to feel like their lives need to be together. They feel like they need to move out as soon as they turn 18. They feel like they need to have a Range Rover by the time they're 23. They feel like they need to own 4 businesses by the time they're 27. And girl, let me just tell you, these people that you're seeing on social media is a very small percentage. And I think that social media, they're constantly pushing these people in front of us. So it makes it seem like it's a lot more people than it really is. But majority of people don't have it together in their 20s, and that is okay. Girl, I'm 27, and I would not say that I have it together. There's definitely some things that I'm working on within myself to put myself in a better financial standing, financial position. But even aside from that, like, 20s is still very young. When you're in your 20s, you're still figuring out what you want to do. You still don't know who you want to be or what you want to become. And I hate that there's so much pressure on us now to accomplish so much. Like, girl, if you are 25 and you still live at home with your mom, for me personally, that is perfectly okay. Like, if you're saving up to buy your own home, cool. Now, if you're living at your mama's house, not doing nothing, not working, living off your mama, that's a completely different story. But if you're living at your mom's house because you want to save and buy a home, or if you're living at your mom's house so you can save up money so you can go rent that apartment and have at least 6 months rent saved up, girl, completely fine. We are living in a time of inflation. Everything is expensive as hell, especially the cost of living. So I completely understand people not being ready to move out. Let me tell you this right here and now. I just moved out of my mom's house, and baby, nobody was gonna force me to move out until I was ready. My mom was okay with me living there. I was okay with me living there. I was content. At the end of the day, people can look at me like, oh my gosh, she's still living home with her mom. I don't care. That don't bother me, because what you're not going to do is decide my journey. What you're not going to do is decide my path, the steps I take, because I can't tell you how many people I know who move out of their parents' house right after college, right after high school, and they struggle. Like, they struggle to pay their bills. they aren't even in a financial position to save money to actually buy something. And I think it's because it's this pressure, right? Now, some people's circumstances are different where your parents, baby, you can't come back home. I get that. But it's just like, if other people choose not to do that, that doesn't make them wrong. That doesn't make them less than. Like, when I always give my friends the example, because I notice a lot of my friends, and even me, I have moments where I'm like, damn, I'm not where I should be. I literally give them an example of Steve Harvey. I don't remember if it was an interview or one of his podcasts or radio. He talked about how he didn't get his life together until I believe he was like in his 30s. Like, he didn't really start making money and becoming who he is until his 30s, y'all. Like, mid 30s. And look at him now. Like, to me, it doesn't matter your journey. It doesn't matter if you become a billionaire at 21 or if you become a billionaire at 31, baby. You're still a billionaire. It don't matter. So just because someone else's process is different than yours does not make you less than. Just remember that this is a small minority. And also remember that everything you see on social media is not fact, right? People could be showing you a freaking rented mansion. People can be showing you a freaking rented Lamborghini, baby. You don't know if that's their real car or not. So stop comparing yourself to people. I feel like that's really what it comes down to. And I feel like social media has put us in this position where it's hard not to compare yourself. I'm not going to sit here and tell y'all I've never compared myself. That would be a lie. I compare myself still to this day because I just feel like it's a normal human thing to do. But girl, if you don't have it together, don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. Don't feel like you're less than. Move at your own pace. Do what you need to do to get to where you need to be. And that's that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Walk in your own shoes. Don't try to fill somebody else's. Fill your own shoes, not somebody else's. And that's where I'm gonna leave it. But I want to know y'all opinions on this. The next topic that I want to talk about is this soft life trend. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Trends get on my nerves. Like, I try my best not to hop into trends, even though being a content creator, it's really hard not to, because trends are what make you relevant, right? Trends are sometimes what bring you a bigger audience. But I really try to stay away from stuff like that because I feel like some of these trends be toxic, right? Like, because I feel like, okay, yeah, living a soft life, cool. Like, for most people, it's a good thing, right? For most people, it's like okay, like, this is just me being myself, living my easiest, most simplest, less complicated life. But my issue with that is, like, nobody's life is really like that. Even Kylie Jenner, who's a billionaire or a millionaire, girl, debatable. But even her, I'm pretty sure not every day is perfect. So it's just like with these trends, I just feel like I don't know. I feel like there shouldn't be trends, right? Because trends is like us all putting ourselves into a box, into a category, and we're all so different and we all go through so many different things. That's why I just try to stay away from trends and just stay true to who I am. Like, one of the trends that threw me off is the clean girl trend. Like, what the fuck is a clean girl trend? Like, I'm clearly a clean girl, I'm not dirty, so does that make me a part of the clean girl trend? Like, I'm confused. At this point, I really feel like it's just girls doing what they typically do and slapping some type of name on it, label on it. So I think these trends can be good, like the black girl luxury trend. I feel like it can be good, right? Because it's us seeing black women being able to afford luxury things and being able to live these luxury lifestyles. But I also feel like, in turn, that can make some women feel less than. Some women feel insecure that they don't live that lifestyle, insecure that they're not in that position at a certain age. Now, I do feel like a lot of that is more of like a personal issue, but I just feel like with trends, it's just like people try to fit into the category, right? Like, for example, I'm gonna tell y'all, one of the hashtags I used was black girl luxury, and I'm not a black girl in luxury. And I say this, yes, I buy luxury things, but I would not consider my lifestyle to be luxurious at all. But I use that hashtag because that's what's trending. So yeah, I just worry that sometimes these trends make women feel as though they have to fit into that box, and if they don't, then they're less than. So yeah, I don't like trends. I try to stay away from them. I don't try to follow them. Girl, you might catch me doing a little hashtag, a little 1-2, baby, because I'm trying to grow this audience. But just know, like, a trend is a trend. Eventually it's gonna be another trend. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't keep up with this trend stuff. Like, I'm here for it and then I'm not here for it. I don't know. I really don't have a strong opinion on it because I feel like there's so many situations where I could be like, well, if this, it's okay, but if this, it's not okay. So, I don't know. I stay away from trends because, girl, they change like I change my drawers, okay? And I don't got time for it. It's too much to keep up with. And girl, yeah, that's my opinion on that. The next topic that I want to get into is this girl, I don't even know, it was some podcast clip that I saw on social media, and she basically said all men cheat. And I'm like, ma'am, I don't, okay, let me say this. I don't agree with anybody can cheat. Let's be clear. Anybody can cheat and anybody can get cheated on, right? I think that there's this idea that men cheat more than women, and I don't believe that, like, at all. That's just me and my personal opinion. I believe women cheat just as much as men cheat. And I do believe that no one is above getting cheated on. However, when you make a statement like all men cheat, that causes women, or that makes me think as a woman that you think all men can fall into one category. And I think that is so toxic. You're basically prejudging a whole category of people and putting them into one box. That don't work for me. I don't like boxes. I don't like labels. I would never say out my mouth that all men cheat. All men can cheat, yes, because we're will and able, and we're able to choose what we want to do, but that doesn't mean that all men do it, right? Just like us as women, we have the ability to cheat, right? But it's up to us to choose if we want to do it. So I don't agree with that statement. I think saying that statement is very toxic. And if you have that mindset, it's very toxic because you're already placing assumptions on a man without having anything factual to base that off of. So I don't like that personally. And what I will say is I also don't believe in the statement that once a cheater, always a cheater. I know, I'm sorry. I don't believe that. Like, I don't believe that just because a man cheats on all the women he's dated, that he can't change. That's just me and my personal opinion. People can change at any given moment. People will change for who they want to and when they want to, okay? I mean, yes, if a man has cheated, that does make him a cheater, but that doesn't mean that the girl that he dates after all of the women that he's cheated on is going to get cheated on. I can't tell you how many people that I know have dated people who were considered F-boys, and they did a whole 160 for the right person. Married, kids, faithful, baby, white picket fence. And I'm like, wasn't you like this back in the day? And I feel like through experiences, I've come to the conclusion that me thinking that once a man cheats, he's always going to cheat is not true. Me personally, people can change. Just like I can be a very selfish person and then change and be selfless, right? Or just like I can be a stubborn, prideful person and then I can change, right? So I feel like cheating is definitely one of those traits that can change. But I feel like as society, we look at it as like, once you cheat, you're a cheater for life. That's all you are. So I hate that thinking. I think that thinking can block a lot of your blessings, can block who you're meant to be with, can block like possible relationships for you. And I encourage women to stop thinking all men cheat. Girl, going into any relationship or trying to form a relationship with that mentality is going to cause trouble because you already have formed this opinion, this insecurity around something with no facts, okay? So that's kind of my spiel on that. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys think all men cheat, and also let me know if you guys think like once someone cheats, they're classified as a cheater, like for life. There's no changing. Like once you cheat, once a cheater, always a cheater. That's like the statement that I hear. So if you believe that, let me know in the comment section below because I'm like really curious to know. Okay, babes, so those are all of the topics that I wanted to talk about for today's Talk It Out Tuesday episode. I hope you babes enjoyed this one. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram. That way you guys can submit your topics. But I love you babes so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.